Yes. Guys, now we'll be discussing case-based scenario question of the overhead chapter. Krishnaveni and team, concentrate. The questions they are asking is, how much was the budgeted machinery rate used to recover overhead? How much amount of production overhead has been recovered up to the end of half year? What is the amount of under absorption or over absorption? What is the supplementary rate for apportionment of under absorption or over absorption over WIP, finished goods and COS? What is the amount of over or under absorption apportioned to WIP? Basically, it is part of your fourth question only, but you have to multiply with the equivalent WIP units. Correct? Shall we start with the question? During half year ending interdepartmental review meeting of P Limited, cost variance report was discussed and the performance of the departments were assessed. The following figures were presented. For a period of first 6 months of the financial year, following information were extracted from the books. Try to understand, they have given information about first 6 months. Actual production overhead for the first 6 months is how much? 34,08,000. The above amount is inclusive of the following payments made. Paid as per the court order, expense of previous year booked in the current year, paid to workers for a strike period under an award, obsolete stores written off. All these are abnormal. We are going to exclude this from the actual overhead while computing under absorption or over absorption. Correct? May I know how much it is coming? Sorry? 24 lakh. Hey, this amount. Sorry? Rupees 10 lakh 6,000. Correct? So, actual overhead to be considered for the 6 month will be 24 lakh 2,000. Correct? This will be our actual overhead for the 6 month to be considered for calculation of under absorption or over absorption. Production and sales data for the 6th month is as follows. Finished goods produced 1,10,000, WIP 80,000, which is 50% complete. Equivalent WIP will be 40,000 units. Now my question is, does this 40,000 already include in that 110,000s? Not yet include in that 110,000s. So total equivalent units produced is 1,50,000. Sale. Out of 110,000, 90,000 is sold. So closing stock will be 20,000 units. Machine work during the period was 3,000 hours. So absorption is happening on the basis of machine hour. So machine work is 3,000. At the preparation of revenue budget, it was estimated that a total of 50,40,000 would be required for budgeted machine hours, of 6,000 as production overhead for the entire year. Moral of the story, they have given budgeted overhead because the overheads will be overhead rate, recovery rate will be calculated on the basis of budgeted figure. Sir, what if we calculate on the actual figure? Then there is no point of under absorption, over absorption at all. Yes. During the meeting, our data analytic report revealed that 40% of over or under absorption was due to defective production policies and the balance is due to increase in a cost. So 40% of the under or over absorption should be charged to costing P&L. Relating to that 60% of the under or over absorption should be adjusted to the units produced. Cost of production. Cost of production in the sense relating to units sold, it will go to cost of sales. Relating to WIP, it will go to cost of WIP. Relating to finished goods in closing stock, it will go to cost of finished goods. Why to that account we are going to discuss in chapter number 7. After your ABC we are going to that chapter because 6 is already done, no? You are also present at the meeting. Great. The chairperson of the meeting has asked you to be ready with the following for the performance appraisal of the departmental head. So they are asking you to come up with following numbers. First, how much was the budgeted machinery rate used to recover the overhead? They are asking you what is the recovery rate. Very simple. How much was the budgeted overhead? 50 lakh. 40,000 budgeted hours. Option D. Option D. Second one. How much amount of production overhead has been recovered up to the end of first half? So very simple. Rupees 840 we are going to recover from the machine hours actually worked. How many hours we have worked? 3,000 hours. 2 lakh, 24 lakh, 25 lakh, 20,000. Which calculator, sir? What is the amount of under recovery or over recovery? Guys, actual overhead we already calculated here. That is not your 34 lakh 8,000, 24 lakh 2,000. 24 lakh 2,000 is actual. Absorbed is 25 lakh 20,000. Awesome. You are over recovering. You are over recovering 1 lakh. Option. You are not under recovering. You are over recovering. You are recovering more. What is the supplementary rate for the apportionment of the over absorbed overhead over WIP, finished goods and cost of sales? Guys. How much you are over absorbing? 1,18,000. In that we are going to divide it into two parts. 60%, 40%. 40% is due to abnormal reasons. How much it is? 47,200. This will go to costing P&L. Yes or no? 70,800. This will be considered for calculation of supplementary rate. 70,800 divided by equivalent units produced during the period. How many units you have produced during the period, guys? 110,000 plus 40,000 of WIP. 80,000, but equivalent units we should consider 1 lakh. 0.472. Option B. Correct. Next they are asking you what is the amount of over or under absorption to be apportioned to WIP. Guys. Now try to understand. 0.472 is for 1 unit completely produced. So now you can't multiply 8,000 into 0.472 because it is only 50% complete. So either you are going to take half of the WIP or half of the rate. Okay. So that is, I am going to take half of the WIP units. That is 4,000 units into 80,000 it is. 40,000 units into rupees 0.472, 18,880. Anyone? Any doubt in this case-based scenario question? If you have any doubt, please let me know. Otherwise, we can finish off this particular chapter. Relating to this, PYPs and RTPs will be discussed when? After activity-based costing, because both are related. Got it? Not related party. Done. With that, we have completed our overheads.